Hi-ho, Scott Sharkey here. I'm checking out the 1.2 release of Minecraft. Yeah, just because it hit 1.0 doesn't mean we're not going to get a non-stop, relentless stream of weird stuff. Looking at the villages right now, you might remember these. This is where nothing happens, and these ugly guys live. These Squidward-looking buggers. Now, they will... You probably don't want to know about this. They will breed now. I don't want to see that. These guys bumping uglies. I mean, near as I can tell, they're made out of uglies. But yeah, they will make these little versions of themselves that run around like crazy. And yeah, they can be killed, obviously. I've been doing a lot of that. In fact, you can kill their kids right in front of them and they won't do anything. So they are pacifists, which is unfortunate because they finally added zombie sieges to the game. Now, you might remember Notch mentioning that, like, God, 2 years ago at this point. And he had the attention span of a coked-up ferret. So, I mean, he had lunch with Peter Molyneux, and then he had to add dogs, so he never got around to this kind of stuff. But it's getting in there now, so periodically at night, zombies will attack, and on hard difficulty, they will actually beat on the door and knock it down and go eat these guys. On easy difficulty, they'll just sort of knock politely on doors, so that's not as effective. But to repopulate, if these guys see empty houses, they will, well, do their thing, presumably. I've never actually seen them doing it. That's a lucky thing. Now, the way the game actually figures how many houses there are in the village, though, is a little screwed up. It just sort of looks for doors. So as long as there's a door with some flat surfaces, it figures that's a house, and the villagers will have to make kids. So the upshoot of that is that, yeah, this guy, he sees all those doors. He becomes intensely aroused, obviously. That makes perfect sense. Deviated preverts. Anyway, and since those villagers are so defenseless, they need something to help them out. So for every 15 villagers, the game will spawn one of these things. It's an iron golem. Or you can make them yourself, which requires a metric crap ton of iron. It's 2.8 imperial crap tons. And these guys will patrol the village. They make big thumping noises when they walk. They'll actually give little flowers to children, too, so that's very Studio Ghibli. And yeah, you could farm them for iron if you wanted. That's boring. So yeah. Zombie sieges, and villagers still not doing anything, but I imagine their functionality will kick in eventually. They are at least smart enough to hide inside now, even if they see a door out in the open and they walk through it and they figure they're safe. So, not all that bright. The other thing is this jungle biome. This is all new. Great big trees covered in vines, and you can climb on vines now, so that is an excellent mobility option. And you can't actually swing on them yet. There's no Tarzan going on. But meanwhile, the inhabitants of this, there are ocelots, which I'm not actually going to try to hunt down. I'm not that lucky. So the previous update added monster eggs, monster and animal eggs, so you can hatch cats from eggs, which is far from the weirdest thing going on in this game. So yeah, they actually have pretty good cat AI in that they run away constantly. They're the only animal that will sprint, and if you approach them, or if you move your head too quickly, they freak out and flee. Now, to tame them, that actually makes them a little bit more difficult. What you have to do is hold a fish. Oh, see, look at them all come. It's like opening a can. They hear that sound. And if you give them a fish when they're in this friendly mode, and again, try not to move your head too fast. I just did, and they bolted. You get tame cats. Now, you can get a tuxedo cat, an orange cat, or a Siamese cat, and you can feed them, and they will be friendly. Oh, just don't set them on fire. Here we go. So you can breed cats, should you choose to do that, and it'll make one kind of like their parent. Now the other thing you might have noticed here is, don't sword the cat, you can make them sit, and they will stay. Or, if you call them, they will come. Now, this is the kind of thing that convinces me that the guys at Mojang have never actually seen a cat before, or interacted with them, because that makes no sense. This is a lie. But they will follow you around and accomplish pretty much nothing. I mean, they're cats. They'll, you know, get cat hair on your laundry or pee in your sock drawer. That's about it. The wild ones will hunt and kill chickens. So, also, I'm just going to do this just to piss people off. Yeah, you can kill kids and kittens. So, that is the upshoot of this update. Have fun with that.